Hello, today we'll be looking at the rotation of a plane mirror. So we know that when you rotate a plane mirror, the reflected ray will be rotated, but by how much? So that's what we're looking at. So this is my mirror, and we're going to be keeping the incident ray constant. So let's say this is the incident ray, and that's the reflected ray. So incident ray and the reflected ray. So angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So since the angle of incident is equal to the angle of reflection, and what is angle of incident? Angle of incident is angle between the incident ray and the normal. And angle of reflection is the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. Now, since we said this angle and this angle are the same, I'll be correct if I say this is I and this is I. And I plus I is 2I. So the total angle here is 2I. So since the total angle here is 2I, let us rotate the mirror anti-clockwise. Let's rotate it counterclockwise. So when you rotate the mirror, the effect of rotating the mirror at an angle of theta, for instance, anti-clockwise, is that the normal will also rotate by the same amount in the anti-clockwise direction by the same angle. So this is my new normal then. So, and the rotation is also by theta, just like we said. So if you rotate it, the normal will move from here to here by theta. So that means our new angle of incidence will be the angle between the incident ray and our new normal. So which is equal to incident plus normal. So incidence plus theta. So the total angle will be I plus theta. So since this ray will be reflected, our new angle of reflection will be this, which is still I plus theta, following the second law of reflection, which says that angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So let's get the total angle now. That's the total angle between the incident and the new reflected ray. So that will be I plus theta plus I plus theta. That's this plus that. So this will give you 2I plus 2 theta. So that's the total angle. But this was the initial reflected ray, and that's the final reflected ray. So if I want to get the difference between initial and final reflected ray, what is the angle between this and that? That was our 2 theta, right? If you remember, that was our 2I. 2I was the angle between this and that. That's the angle between the new incident ray and the new reflected ray. So that will be 2I. So if I say this minus 2I, that's 2I plus 2 theta minus 2I. That will give us the 2I minus 2I goes, so we have 2 theta. So keeping the incident ray constant, if you rotate a mirror by an angle of theta, the reflected ray